Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 32. In a last video, we saw arrays. In this video, we are going to discuss about control flow statement. Java compiler execute the code from top to bottom. Code are executed according to order in which they appear. Java provides a statement that can be used to control the flow of Java code. Such statements are called control flow statement because that Java provides smooth flow of program. You can observe Java code execute line by line from top to bottom. But I want to add some condition between that execution. So I can add using a control flow statement. You can see in this real life example. Here we have a one-way road and here we have a toll plaza. We have simply distributed the different partition for a different vehicle, and that's why it's a smooth execution. Okay, in this real life example also. Now you can see in this diagram we have a control statement. In a control statement we have a three partition. First one is a conditional statement, second one is the iteration statement, and third one is a jump statement. In a conditional statement, we have a if else, we have a nested if, then we have a switch case. Okay, first we discuss conditional statement, then we discuss iteration statement, then we discuss jump statement. Okay, now you can see conditional statement means decision making statement. Decision making in a programming in a similar to decision make in a real life. Okay, let's consider you recently pass or you recently complete your 10th class, or you can say 12th class. Then now your result came, and depend on your result, your parent, you decide which college should we go. Okay, which college should we join. If you don't pass, then you have to again attend that same class. If you pass, then you have to depend on your mark sheet, you can select your college, you can select your career. Now you can see here we have a few types: simple if statement, then we have a if else statement, then we have a multiple if else statement, then we have a nested if else and switch statement. We will see each and every point in detail with practical. So let's first, for a performing condition we need some conditional operator. Inside the if condition we have to add, if this condition is satisfied, then only execute this block, and for writing that condition we require a conditional operator. Here Java provide a few conditional operator. Let's see one by one. Here we have a equal to operator. Let's consider we have to compare these two value. Okay, a and b value. If this two value is equal, then only execute the block code, this if condition. Okay, here we simply write a equal to b. If a is equal to b, then only execute this code, and here we simply pass in a here we pass 10 value, and in a b here we pass 10 value. 10 equal to 10 means true. Then second we have a not equal to. A should not equal to be b, and if we write this 10 not equal to 10, then that case the if condition is not satisfied and not execute this if condition. Then we have a greater than. Okay, a should be greater than b. If a is greater than b, only then satisfied, then only this condition true. You can see 11 is greater than 10. Yes, 11 is a greater than 10, that means this condition is a true. Then we have a greater than equal to. It should be at least equal to. If not greater than, then no matter, it should be at least equal to. Okay, a is greater than or it should be equal. Okay, 10 greater than equal to 10 means 10 is a greater than or equal to. 10 is not greater than but it's equal, that means this one is a true. Okay, it should be one of them, either greater or equal. Okay, then we have a less than. A should be less than b, and here you can see 9 is a less than 10. Okay, this one is also true. Then here we also have a same like a greater than. Here we also have a less than equal to. Less than or equal to, either less than or equal to, at least a is a less than equal to b. You can see here we have a 10 less than equal to 10. The less than is not satisfied, but we have a equal to. the equal to is satisfied, and that means this one is a true. And for I want to perform multiple condition, I want to add a multiple condition in a one if block. For that we have a and we have a or operator also. I want to check each condition should be satisfied, then only execute this block. Then we have a and operator. The first condition and second condition should be executed, then only execute this block. Here we have or operator, either first or second one of them condition is a true, then execute that block. Okay, now let's see simple if statement. We write some code in a block and we define some condition. If that condition is a true, then only execute that block of code, otherwise directly jump after that block. You can see in this flowchart, here we write one condition, then we execute that condition. If that condition is a true, then inside that condition, here inside that if block we write some code. If that condition is a true, then only execute that conditional code, otherwise it directly jump after that conditional code. Okay, let's see in a practical. I'll simply open Eclipse for that. Okay, I'll simply create here new package. Let's create here condition block, and in this package I'll create a class. Okay, let's create a class part 32. This is our 32 video. Okay, that's why I'll define here 32, and I'll simply create here main method main control space and hit the enter button. And now I want to define here one variable. First I want to define one variable, and then only we can set the condition. Okay, that variable value should be match, then only condition satisfied. If not match, then directly jump in after this condition. Okay, I'll simply create here int. I'll simply create here price, and I'll set 100. Okay, then I'll add here one condition. If this price is greater than 100, then apply tax. Okay, the price is greater than 100, then apply tax. For applying a tax, I'll simply use, we have two option for adding. I'll show price equal to price plus price divided by 10. Okay, this one is the first option for writing a code for adding a continuous value. And we have one more approach. We simply write price plus equal to. Okay, plus equal to, and directly price divided by 10. Okay, this two approach. Okay, this approach, either this approach, you can use both approach depend on your requirement. Okay, mostly I prefer this approach because here we simply reduce the some sort of code. Okay, I'll simply comment this first one, but you have this two approach. Now here we simply write if price is greater than 100, only then execute this code and add here tax, 10% tax. I'll simply print here system.out.println price with tax. Okay, or we can say price, only price, because our price is less than 100, then it will not apply tax. Okay, let's print here this price variable and add here plus operator for concatenation. Let's save this and run this. You can see here we got 100 price. Here didn't execute this if condition. Why? Because here we mention greater than 100. Here we didn't mention equal to or greater than 100. Okay, here we only mention greater than 100. If I add here equal to greater than 100, that means it should be equal or greater than 100. Right now this one is equal. Now let's save and run. You can see here we got 110. That means here we simply define equal, either equal or greater. If I add here some 150 and let's save and run, you can see here we got 165 tax with tax. Actual price is 150 and with tax I got 165. Now I want to add here one more condition. Here we already saw For adding a two condition, we have a two option. One is a and one is a or operator. If both condition is satisfied, then only execute this block. Then we have to use and. Okay, we have to use and. Okay, I'll simply write here price equal to 150. Simply I write here price is greater than or equal to 100 and price should be 150. It's not just greater than 100, it should be 150. Okay, right now it's a 150 as well as greater than 100. This both condition is satisfied. That's why this taxes will be applied. Let's run here. You can see here we got 165. Now if I change here, I'll simply change here 150 to 151 and let's save and run. You can see here we directly got actual value 151 because this condition is satisfied, but this condition is not satisfied. Okay, now I'll change this and I'll simply add here 80 and change this. We use and for checking this both condition. If this both condition is satisfied, then only execute this block code. But I want to execute one of them is satisfied, then execute this code. For that we have a or operator. Okay, simply add here price greater than equal to 100 or price should be 80. Okay, let's save this, run this. Now here we got 166. This is a this price condition is satisfied, this first condition. Now I want to set here 81. Let's save, run. You can see here we got 81 directly actual value, actual price, because this condition is not satisfied the first statement as well as not satisfied in a second statement. I want to change this and I want to make this 80 and let's save and run. You can see here we got 88. Here also added taxes. Now in this video we saw how can we add a two condition in a one if statement. Okay, here we simply define one if statement. In one if statement, here we simply define a price should be greater than or equal to 100 as well as price is equal to 80. If one of them condition is satisfied, then execute this block. If we want both conditions satisfied, then only execute this block. Then we have to add here and. Okay, here we have to add and that we saw in this video. In a next video we will discuss next topic. Till that, bye bye.